Well, earlier storms have passed, and it's now a beautiful night for USL League One soccer in Statesboro, Georgia, as Tormenta FC look to end their 5-game winless skid in all competitions against a banged-up Chattanooga Red Wolves squad playing only their 4th league contest of the season. My name's Ross Davenport. Thanks for joining us tonight for a rematch of the 2022 title game. South Georgia won that one 2-1, thanks to a goal by a man playing against them tonight. Anyway, here are the standings coming into this evening. As you can see, Chattanooga are the slackers when it comes to games played so far. Only 3 compared to Tormenta's 7. But regardless, a win tonight for the visitors would mean they jump above the playoff line potentially and tie Tormenta on those 7 points. Now, Ian Cameron's Tormenta squad went through a ton of changes this offseason, so a grace period for some gelling to occur is allowed. They really haven't needed it on the offensive side of things yet, though, with 6 multi-goal games in their last 8 in all competitions, but they've been leaking goals a little bit, with 14 allowed in their last 5, and the loss of big centre-back Jake Dengler tonight may not help matters defensively. But one bonus for South Georgia tonight on the backline is this man, Aaron Lombardi. He's healthy enough to play against his former club, spent the previous 2 seasons playing 57 times for the Red Wolves, but he's been dealing with some niggling injuries earlier this season, limiting him to only 4 League One starts so far. But look for him bombing forward from the left fullback spot tonight. Pace, superb technical ability. As for Chattanooga, it's been a stop-start beginning of the season thanks to some early postponements, a bye week. And Scott McKenzie really hasn't been getting a break with the injuries either. Draw, a win, and a loss in league play coming into this evening. But their last League One game was back on April 20th, almost a month ago. A 1-1 draw with Northern Colorado. And the man scoring so many of these goals here, Papa Mensah, is not in the lineup tonight. He is injured. Someone who will be looked upon to step up in a big way to replace him is Mael Malongo, the man from the Democratic Republic of Congo. They'll have to replace April's Player of the Month for Papa Mensah. He was injured last week when he was plowed into rather questionably by Richmond keeper Ryan Shello. Malongo, 12 starts last season. He's a useful scorer in his Easter days with New Amsterdam and Albion San Diego. So Scott McKenzie will be hoping he can find the back of the net tonight. Well, we're nearly ready for kickoff here at Uptim Sports Medicine Field. Stick around. We'll be right back with lineups and the opening whistle from Statesboro. Rematch of the 2022 League One final. 2 teams looking to get their 2024 campaigns kick-started with 3 points here tonight. Red Wolves, Tormenta, next on ESPN+.
I need to try it first.
Are you suffering from hip or knee pain? Don't let the pain hold you back. The region's most experienced robotic joint replacement team at Optum Health System offers an individually tailored approach that is more precise and creates smaller incisions. For you, that can mean a faster recovery with less pain. Your comeback starts here. Call today to find out if robotic-assisted joint replacement is right for you.
Hi, I'm Michelle Smith-Lang from Kids World Learning Center here in Statesboro, Georgia. Let us take care of all of your childcare needs here at Kids World Learning Center, from your infants all the way to your after-schoolers. We also have a summer camp and holiday camp for those older children. And we have our brand new bus for our field trips, for the children to have fun and to learn and to explore new things all around our beautiful county. Thank you for trusting us with your most prized possessions.
At Savannah Hilton Head International, you can choose from 11 different airlines, including Southwest Airlines, Breeze Airways, and Avelo Airlines. With up to 70 daily nonstop departures and over 30 nonstop destinations, Savannah Hilton Head International gives you more choices for a travel plan that fits your needs. Savannah Hilton Head International. Visit flysav.com.
Welcome back to Statesboro as we get ready for this one between South Georgia Tormenta and the Chattanooga Red Wolves here from Statesboro, Georgia. Referee tonight, Amin Hazic there with the select ball. Let's take a look at our starting lineups this evening. The first 4, Ian Cameron's Tormenta. 3 changes for them. Jake Dengler, as we mentioned in the open, injured. Joshua Ramos and Gabriel Rodriguez to the bench. Mason Tunbridge, nice little outing. Nice superb goal last weekend against Greenville. He gets his 3rd League One start. Daniel Steedman, he gets his 1st League One start since March, also with an impressive outing against the Triumph. As for Scott McKenzie's Chattanooga Rebels, 4 changes. We mentioned the big one. Rapapa Mensah out tonight, as well as Omar Gomez. Yair Paez to the bench. We're not sure where Walefi is, the influential veteran defensive midfielder. Wasn't mentioned as being an injury risk during the week. A couple of Academy boys on the bench in Morris and Guerrero. We may see Roberts and Hernandez switch those fullback spots. And the first time with Tres Hernandez is in League One this season. That's Omar, Pedro, and Polo, who had the lovely, I'm going to give it an assist in quotes, on the game-winning goal last weekend against Richmond, which ended up being an own goal. Tonight, Tormenta in their black and blue jerseys. Chattanooga in the white with the red thin stripes across the middle. It's the 15th all-time meeting between these two sides. Chattanooga has only won 4 of those 15 meetings. It's been a series dominated by Tormenta of late. 5 of the last 6 they've won. The home team here. And we're underway here from Statesboro. Chattanooga right to left. Tormenta from left to right. First bit of physicality early on here as the cross is swung in. Only chance, Jamil Roberts, the man who had the winner for Tormenta in the 2022 USL League One Championship game meeting between these two sides, as that one goes out for a goal kick. I mentioned the loss of Jake Dangler. That means Ian Cameron reverts to the back 4. He's toyed around with both back 3s and back 4s this season. Aaron Lombardi at left back. Kieran White in the stretch in the middle with a Kodo on the right. Look at Ford Parker. Goalkeeper tonight, as per usual. Started all 7 League One games coming into this one, as well as both Jägermeister Cup games. Only 1 clean sheet on the season, and that came against Lexington in that 3-0 victory. Here's Parker again, under a bit of pressure from Stefan Lukic. He also played a little further forward tonight, alongside Miel Malango. That's a lovely bit of little turn there by Declan Waters, the man from Ireland. Started last week against Richmond at the 6th spot, then moved to the back line later on in the game. Big physical presence there in the middle, but again, missing his defensive midfield partner tonight, Walefi. That's a lovely ball through. Jackson Curry, is he onside? No, he's not. There was some looks from the Chattanooga players. Curry correctly didn't turn his head. Jackson Curry, the Australian, plays internationally for Lebanon. I'll get to that in a second. Not the best defensive play there by Chattanooga. That was Leo Follett, but luckily for him, Curry was offside. Now here come Red Bulls the other way. This game starting out in red-hot fashion here. There's the cross by Roberts. It's a low one. Falls to the feet. That was Mal Malonga with a chance. It will be cleared away in the end by Tormenta. Frantic pace here in the first couple of minutes. And that ball is off the leg of impressive rookie Ajmir Spengler out of USF. Doyle, I think it was, attempting the turn there. Now a chance for Tormenta to break. Jackson Curry again. Looking to take on Pedro Hernandez at the right back spot. Curry's got pace to burn. Crosses with the left foot. Still in the mix here. That one shanked in the end by Spengler. Mason Tunbridge was there in the penalty box as well with half a chance. Lots of early action in the final third. Let's take a look at the injury report here for tonight's game. We mentioned Jake Dangler, the big loss for Tormenta. The list for Chattanooga is a lot longer. Philippe and Renteria, long-term injuries. They will unlikely be back this season. Rapapa Mensah, the big one. The talisman striker up top. See if they can replace his scoring ability tonight with Malongo and Lukic. TJ Bush now scrambling back. What a game TJ Bush had last weekend against Richmond. If you haven't gone back and watched the highlights of that game, TJ Bush stood on his head for almost the entire 90 minutes, making some superb saves to keep his team in the game, and then watching from the other end as they won it late against the Kickers in the Cup. We have one early start tonight. Richmond hosting Greenville. 0-0 there in the 33rd minute from Virginia. Good headed clearance there by Aaron Lombardi. We mentioned Aaron Lombardi, a former Chattanooga Rebel. TJ Bush in goal for Chattanooga. He's a former Tormenta man, won the title with them 2 years ago. Lucas Coutinho, former Tormenta man. Spent the last couple of years with Greenville. Lots of familiar faces with each other out on the pitch tonight. As this ball goes out of play for a Red Wolves throw. It's Pedro Hernandez. He'll get forward from that right back spot. Left-footed cross comes in. Malanga will chase this one down. Dakota was right on top of him. There's a dangerous cross. Almost falls to the head of Pedro Hernandez. If he'd been a few inches taller. That one rolls out for a throw-in. Tormenta have won the last 5 in a row at home in this series versus Chattanooga. The only time the Red Wolves have beaten Tormenta in Statesboro was way back in 2019. It was the second meeting all time. The last couple of matches have been fun offensively, 4-4 and 4-2. There's a chance here, left-footed shot right at forward Parker. No trouble for him there. Chattanooga looking to put the pressure on. Tormenta going. Nick Dakota. Pressure from his opposite fullback, Jameel Roberts. Jameel Roberts, what a resume that man has when it comes to game-winning goals. Had the winner in the 22 championship game. He's a cult hero in West Virginia for his efforts bringing the College Cup to Marshall a few years ago. Scored the game-winning goal in 3 straight rounds, including the College Cup final. Spangler always around the ball in that midfield. Some appeals for a free kick there. Spangler off to a great start with 4 assists in all competitions. Ian Cameron, though, said he wants to see him scoring goals. Hasn't done that yet in any competition. He said he's has superb energy against the ball on defense. Presses, puts shifts similar into Makweli Akale. Used to play for Tormenta. So he's hard to pick up when he floats inside. Here he is now, floating inside from that right side. Him and Jackson Corey on the ball now. Really come together nicely. There's a pairing in that midfield. Sometimes play opposite sides, but again, Spengler will duck inside. Malongo now helping back on the defensive end of things. Now it's a chance to stretch his legs. Nick Kodo, good work back by the right back though to dispossess the man from the Democratic Republic of Congo. Nick Kodo started every League One game now at right back, all 8 of them. He missed a handful of starts there last year from a Tormenta 2-man. Here he is now. Can outrun Hernandez. He won't outrun the ball though, and then we'll go out for a goal kick. Mentioned Tormenta 2, they will not be participating in League 2 this season, unfortunately. Such a great factory of talent for this South Georgia Tormenta League 1 program. Hope to see them back in the future though. See how some of these League 2 teams come and go as the seasons roll on. See, Tormenta do have their W League team. Curry now again in some space on this left side. Cuts back inside. Jackson Curry to the edge of the box, still with it. Looking to find a teammate. Didn't quite find him though. Now a chance for Chattanooga to break perhaps, but Callum stretches back there. Here he is. We talked about him. Aaron Lombardi rampaging down that left side. Cuts it back. The right footed shot is in. Sebastian Vivas with the opening goal. Aaron Lombardi, our player to watch tonight, their creator. Vivas, the finisher, with the right-footed, side-footed shot past TJ Bush. And a great start for the home side here in Statesboro. There's another look at it here. Lombardi, physicality, and this is a lovely finish. Coming across his body. That's a difficult shot at any level. Vivas made it look easy. Only when you try and side fit it, you try and use the momentum of the ball and go in the far post, but Vivas went near post, and it worked beautifully. Vivas' third League One goal of the season. Came in tonight leading the team with 7 shots, make that 8. Lombardi's first assist of the campaign. Here come Chattanooga looking for the immediate response. Malongo chips it across. Nobody there at that far post except Aaron Lombardi, and he'll take possession just inside the goal line. Ian Cameron really missed Aaron Lombardi's consistent presence in the lineup earlier this season. Such an impressive player in his 2 years with Chattanooga. San Francisco University man, spent some time playing in Serie D in Italy. Good turn there by Gustavo Fernandez, and this one will go all the way back to TJ Bush. Under some pressure from Vivas, just gets it away. Spengler now finding himself on this left side. Really does have a free roll under Ian Cameron. His 4-3-3 system. Just float inside. Connor Doyle sit back a little further, help out defensively. Tormenta now with 5 first-half goals this season. Only Spokane have more with 7. Spokane obviously off to a great first ever League One campaign. Tormenta with 3 goals in the first 15 minutes of games now. That's the most in USL League One. This ball will go all the way through. So Ford Parker will shepherd it out for a goal kick. The inaugural USL Jägermeister Cup continues Saturday, May 25th with third-round games in group play starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. Watch all the cup games streaming exclusively on ESPN+. And the first round of the Jägermeister Cup games was a little underwhelming, but the second round certainly lived up to what we all thought it would be, with the goals at a real premium. The tiebreaker obviously being goals scored for that wild card 4th spot. We'll see some more goals banging in next weekend. Good pressure there by Connor Doyle. The Jägermeister Cup standings at the moment, Tormenta in last place in Group 1 with just 1 point, with a loss and a draw. Lost that penalty shootout to not get that, fail to get that second point. Ford Parker under pressure puts it out for a corner, as you can see. Aaron Lombardi just telling his goalkeeper to clear it, and that'll be our first corner of the evening. Chattanooga with 1 win and 1 loss in their Jägermeister Cup campaign. That win came last weekend, 1-0 over Richmond. Their loss 1-0 to Knoxville. Chattanooga think about going short with the corner. Here's the delivery, it's a good one. Chance now for Tormenta to break though. Vivas putting the pressure on once again. Chattanooga just have to smash it downfield to take a breather. Callum Stretch will go all the way back again to Ford Parker. Former Rapids 23 Birmingham Legion New Mexico United man. Solid number 1 between the pipes in Tormenta. For Chattanooga on the other hand, Scott McKenzie switching back and forth between TJ Bush and Tim Trilk earlier this season. And now he said now that TJ Bush has the lead in that battle. And after last week's performance against Richmond, you can understand that decision. Yeah, the microphone is really picking up Ian Cameron's tactical discussions with his team tonight. We'll have that. Scott McKenzie, also Scottish, but with an English accent, having grown up there. Talked to Ian Cameron about Scotland playing in next month's, sorry, next month, I should say, July Euro 2024. I was trying to get it out there. I asked him if he was going to schedule some practices around the Scotland games, and he said for sure. This is a long ball to the far post. Malongo acrobatically almost keeps it in. There's the ball floated across by Ricky Ruiz. Malongo did his best to keep that one in. Ricky Ruiz back with his second spell with Chattanooga after a couple of years with the now defunct Rio Grande Valley FC. Talking to Scott McKenzie midweek, just how frustrating the scheduling start to the season has been. Obviously, with the field situation, a couple of games were postponed, and bye week. But he did like the performance against Richmond last week. Said it was better. Richmond hadn't been beaten in a couple of weeks, got some good players. It was a tough game. Said Chattanooga had come off a couple of poor performances, flat energy, boring football, and he really wants them to get forward a little quicker. Now here's Jamil Roberts doing just that, but the ball doesn't find Lukic or Omar Hernandez. Talked to Scott a bit about the tempo. He wants to play that front foot, higher intensity football. To retain, they must be that team that runs and plays. That one almost found Mayal Malongo. He said they weren't that playing against Noko or One Knox. He said they trended right, with the data trended the right way against Richmond. No chance for them here. Malongo. Inside. It's Polo Hernandez. Wide two over the bar there. Let's see if that was Ricky Ruiz or Hernandez. Well, the other Hernandez is it was Ricky Ruiz. 27-year-old from Lake Elsinore, California. Started every League One as well as Jägermeister Cup game this season. Had a goal and an assist in his only US Open Cup start in that thrilling game against Birmingham. But went to extra time with Chattanooga eventually falling 4-2. Mentioned Noah Laffey tonight. We'll see if that makes a difference in the middle of the park. Just getting a day off from Scott McKenzie. As Daniel Steedman, the Scot, goes down under pressure. Talked to Ian Cameron about the loss to Greenville last weekend, the 3-2 loss. What a game that was, and especially that game winner from Jamie Smith. He said Ryan McKinnon, who also scored in that game, he's just walking around and seeing the goal so well. Good connection. Here's Lombardi once again looking for a second assist tonight. That's a lovely cross. Vivas is there. Still with it, Vivas with the back heel. It was a good defensive effort in the end from Gustavo Fernandez. As Bush comes out sliding to grab that one. Here's another look at it. It was a good cross in by Lombardi. Vivas just couldn't get his foot around it. Fernandez in the right place to block the back heel attempt. The second half of the three-game week, Ian Cameron said last week against Greenville, kind of hurt them in the second half, as you said. Thought the penalty was a little soft. He said first half we were strong, we were there physically. Just disappointed not to get anything from those three games last week. They didn't play badly, said Ian Cameron. They just can't be naive. They just didn't play well enough. Just to knuckle down to turn the tide a bit, as mentioned in the open. 5 games without a win now for Ian Cameron. His look at this foul here. A collision Nick Akoto and Jamil Roberts tangled up. Roberts wins the decision. Roberts has played both left back and right back this season. On the left tonight. Chattanooga going long here. That's a lovely ball. Malongo. Decent first touch. Left-footed ball. Cross intercepted by Akoto. Been a busy man, Akoto, tonight. Most of the Chattanooga workers come down this left side. 43% attacks so far down that left side. Excuse me, 50.8%. That was Tormenta. 50.8% of Chattanooga's work down this left side so far. Only 9.2 in that middle third. Both these teams love to get the fullbacks involved, pushing up. That one's cleared away by Tormenta. Edge in possession right now to the home team, 53.1%. As down goes Spengler. Another challenge from Polo Hernandez. Man from Sacramento, California. Former Sacramento Republic Academy man. Just a little too physical there with the rookie. We're at the half in Richmond. No goals between Richmond and Greenville. Only one shot on target in the first half there at City Fields. This one, City Stadium, excuse me, this one goes all the way through to forward Parker. Already got 2 shots on target here in the first 21 minutes. So those frantic first 5 minutes, end-to-end stuff. Jackson Corey, he may miss a couple of games next month for Tormenta. Plays internationally, he's mentioned for Lebanon. They have a couple of World Cup qualifiers in June. We'll get back to that in a second. So here's Mason Tunbridge pushing forward. Scored a cracking goal last week, as we mentioned, against the Triumph. He plays that one for Spengler. Can't handle it though. Now lays it back. Connor Doyle from distance. That one skids wide. May have got a deflection. Isn't going to say no. You wonder why TJ Bush was scrambling so hard to keep that one in if it didn't get a deflection. Connor Doyle, I'm sure, telling referee Ian Hazich the same thing. Back to Nick Curry. Made his international debut with Lebanon. Actually versus his country of birth, Australia, in March. Lebanon have 2 World Cup qualifying games against Palestine and Bangladesh next month. Palestine game a must win for Lebanon if they want to keep their qualification hopes alive. Palestine ahead of them at the moment, but they play Australia in the final group game, so if they can win that one, they'd be right back in the mix with a very winnable game against Bangladesh to finish things off for Lebanon. Some space here. Steedman. Curry's long distance, I'll call it an effort. Flies into the construction site. There's a little look at Jackson Curry. What a start he's got off to in his professional career. Played for Sydney United as well as Central Coast Mariners in Australia. Only 21 years old. Goal and assist in all competitions. Led the team with 10 chances coming in tonight. Here's Steedman with the right foot. That one's also well over TJ Bush's bar. A good bit of good spell of play here from the home team. There's Ajmer Spengler. Spent preseason as a trialist. Did well enough to earn himself his first pro contract. Tunbridge switches sides now. Aaron Lombardi. Already heard his former team once tonight. Here he is again, Aaron Lombardi down the channel. He's got Curry on the outside. Vivas on the inside, looks for Curry. Curry's left-footed cross is a good one, but it's blocked. Very importantly by a Chattanooga defender. Back to Lombardi now, Curry. may have gone out of play. Yes, it did. And there will be a goal kick for Tormenta. You can see Ian Cameron saying he wanted the corner from Jackson Curry there. There's a look at Ian Cameron. Second coach in Tormenta League One history, John Menderesi, was the first coach. Cameron coached Tormenta 2 while he was coaching at Eckerd College on the west coast of Florida. He was also coaching in the academy with Tormenta as well as an assistant with the first team. Has a master's degree in quantitative finance from the University of Glasgow. Obviously, I'm sure that helps when it comes to USL One player budgets. Ramon Hernandez goes deep. Good work back by Callum Stretch. To slow down Ricky Ruiz. Malongo now. Surveying his options. Goes inside, back to Malongo. Malongo does fall to the feet of Malongo. Good work by Ford Parker though. He got clipped by Malongo, no whistle. It was a brave advancement from his goal line by Ford Parker, and now he's paying the price for it. He got clipped by Malongo. Telling the referee on the outside of his ankle. Declan Waters. A lovely little flick by Lukic. Malongo got his toe in it. Parker's leg was in the right place to stop it. Unfortunately, it was also in the wrong place as he felt that challenge from Malongo. Ford Parker will take a minute here to gather himself. The last meeting between these two teams, 4-4 late August last season. For Papa Mensah with a brace, Siobhan Marsh, Nico Cardona with the goals for the Red Wolves. Pedro Fonseca, who's on the bench tonight for Tormenta. Not sure if he's fully healthy. He also had a couple of goals. Keziah Sterling and Makweli Akali in that entertaining last meeting between these two sides. Ford Parker appears to be okay. Jamil now. Roberts down the line for Malongo. Turned by Paulo Hernandez, but he's dispossessed. Lombardi with a bit of a hopeful ball. Found the fate of Leo Fola. The referee blows his whistle here. Wants the throw-in taken from the correct spot. TJ Bush still seeking his first clean sheet of the season. He has allowed 1 goal in 3 of his only 4 starts in all competitions. Malongo now, Nick Akota all over him, as he has been for most of the night. It's a hopeful cross all the way and out for a goal kick. Chattanooga struggling a little bit with that final pass. More hopeful stuff than anything. TJ Bush only allowed 1 goal in that loss to Lexington and 1 in the 1-1 draw to Hailstorm. I mentioned Red Wolves, this is only their 4th League One contest of the season. It's hard to look at the standings. Some kind of whistle here is Ford Parker was doing something that didn't please referee Amin Hazic. Lucas Coutinho tonight for Chattanooga. He will not get a chance to face his former team. Talked to Scott McKenzie about At least we had the cup games to try a few things, but he said he really wasn't able to just because of the small squad. Only 6 on the bench tonight, and 2 of those are Academy guys, and one of those is Tim Trilk. Only 3 senior outfield players on the bench for the visitors. Paez, Marsh, Svetanovic. Played with Stefan Lukic in college. We'll get to that in a second. I was looking at some of their stats at Oklahoma Wesleyan University. That's Mason Tunbridge. Lukic had 62 goals in 112 appearances. Svetanovic was even more prolific, 141 goals, including 31 in his senior season. 39, excuse me, in his senior season. He's the NAIA's all-time leading scorer. Look at some of their stats from their senior season. They beat one team 27-0. I won't mention that team's name. Bush. New clear downfield. Lukic now. Some room to move. Spins it wide. That's a lovely ball for Pedro Hernandez from his right fullback spot. Hernandez with a cross in. That's a lovely cross. Lukic is there for the return. Just couldn't get his forehead on top of it. Otherwise, that would have been a golden scoring chance. Chattanooga still with it. Jamil Roberts. Hernandez crosses it in, headed away by Lombardi. Only as far as Pedro Hernandez. Look to turn Curry. Hernandez now with a decent ball in, but nobody there except Ford Parker. Here's another look at that return ball from Hernandez. Looking to find Lukic. Conor Doyle did enough just to put him off slightly. Press now, working for Chattanooga. Paulo Hernandez looking for the ball back from Ruiz. Didn't find him though. Now a chance for Tormenta to break with Curry. Vivas. Curry was perhaps offside. He was looking to make sure the flag was up just in case. Yeah, Lukic and Svetanovic in that 27-0 win. I think Svetanovic had 11 goals and Lukic 11 assists or something silly like that. I was trying to find where I wrote down my stats, but coming up against opposition like that, we talked to Scott McKenzie a little bit about why Svetanovic hasn't got more of a chance. He said he's coming from NAIA. Not quite the same level of competition. Says he's working hard. He's on the bench tonight, on a short bench, so perhaps we'll get to see Stefan Svetanovic. We'll see that 2 Stefans playing alongside each other. Steedman now. Finds a Kodo. Reverse things. Select, the official match ball supplier of USL League One and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select product specials and more. Select, the player's choices. Chattanooga were looking for the advantage there. Certainly had some numbers, and the referee, Hansic, apologizing, but it's a little too late for that. Let's take another look at this one here. Certainly a high challenge. Perhaps referee Hansic was pointing at his head, saying it was a hit to his head, so he had to stop the play. So obviously very careful with head challenges. You can see Hansic making the point there. Perhaps he's trying to bail himself out from a quick whistle. Either way, it'll be a free kick here for the visitors. A little bit of hydration in here. Eight shots for Tormenta, just the 1 on target. Same for Chattanooga, but 5 shots for them. Possession battle very close. Just the 1 goal separating them so far, and it came from Sebastian Vivas in the 9th minute. Hernandez with the delivery. That will be a goal kick. You can see Chattanooga attackers complaining about the delivery from Hernandez. Perhaps wanted a little more centrally. You see Tormenta missing big man Jake Dengler tonight. Now Lombardi a little less than Jake when it comes to the height things. As this ball's played through. Too far ahead of Mason Tunbridge though. All the way back to Bush in the hot pink. Chattanooga just looking a little out of sorts over these last 5 minutes. Some players yelling at each other. And a frustrating start to the season for a number of reasons for the Red Wolves. Perhaps a chance here. No, this one goes all the way through to Callum Stretch. Good work there by Paulo Hernandez. Declan Waters almost gives it away, but the big Irishman now is looking to play it through to Malongo. Always, as you see Malongo throwing his hands up. He wasn't central, he was in that left channel. That's where he wanted it. Vivas now, the goal scorer. And wide to Tunbridge, the man from England. Former Jacksonville University, University of San Diego man. That was a bit of an adventurous ball looking for Corey as Vivas now throws his hands up. The service tonight has not been impeccable from either side, other than perhaps the cross from Aaron Lombardi. A couple of his crosses have been good. That one's given away inside their own half but by Chattanooga, but they retain possession. Spangler now all over Jameel Roberts. He can't keep that one in. Spangler will leave this throw in. Let's look at Jameel Roberts. Former Plymouth Argyle Youth, spent some time with Sporting Kansas City too. As well as Tormenta, obviously. Nick Akoda with some space. Looks inside. Spangler with a left-footed shot deflected. And into the arms of TJ Bush, who's in the right spot. Second half is underway in Richmond. Mentioned that one 0-0 at the half. Not a ton of goal-mouth action, just the one shot on goal for each team. That ball somehow stayed in. Scott McKenzie did say it'd be nice to get back to the Saturday schedule. So they've only played the 3 games. It's weird, 3 league games that is. It's been great to just pick up points in those games. They picked up the 4. Haven't been able to ramp things up really with the odd schedule and the shortage of players due to injury. No word on how long Rapapa Mensah will be out. He did have an MRI on his knee. There's Curry now. Lovely chip ball through. Over the shoulder of Vivas. He's thought about the right-footed volley shot. Instead, drops it back to Tunbridge, but his first touch lets him down. TJ Bush is thankful for that. As you look at Mason Tunbridge. Ian Cameron said he's an extremely gifted footballer, great IQ, ability on the ball. He said he missed pneumonia with some visa issues. Sorry, missed preseason with pneumonia and visa issues. He needed the preseason as a first-year pro, so he's now just finally getting his legs underneath him a little bit. Mentioned this is his 3rd League One start in 8 games for South Georgia. A performance against the Triumph earning him the start tonight. Lovely work there by Daniel Steedman. Akodo. 7 minutes to go here, or so, in this first half. From Statesboro, Ross Devonport with you. 1-0 lead for the home team, thanks to a 9th-minute goal by Sebastian Vivas. The man from Argentina, his 3rd League One goal of the season. Kodo in space now, the fullback. He's got Spengler inside him. Drops into the channel. Good work across though by Gustavo Fernandez just to shepherd it out. A little too much pace perhaps on that ball from Akoto. Can't watch the match? Turn on SiriusXM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access, Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. Hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League and more, all on SiriusXM FC 157 and the new SiriusXM app. I thought Ford Parker might be coming out for that one, but it's going to be retrieved by Ruiz, who tried the nutmeg out on Lombardi, and that wasn't the right decision. Obviously, Premier League coming to an end on Sunday, 11 a.m. every single game, starting at the same time. Perhaps you could have one of those games on SiriusXM, one on the TV maybe, one on the iPad. Here's Hernandez now with the cross in. Malanga was there, as was Ford Parker to claim. See the two big ones in the Premier League on Sunday, featuring Manchester City and Arsenal. Nick Akoto now, and Akels the space, and he's onside, looking for help. He had to wait quite a while as his cross is blocked. He's got Spengler for help here, though. Spengler spinning across to Steedman. Trying to reset here. Doyle. 41st minute here from Tormenta. Preston Kilwine on the ball. Nice Tunbridge, but he's dispossessed. Kilwine started every game for Tormenta this season, but one US Open Cup game against Savannah. 6'4" man, former Pittsburgh Riverhounds, Charleston Battery. Here's Steedman again. He's been around the ball a ton the last 5 or 10 minutes. Akoto, Spengler. Spengler still with it. Poked away. Paulo Hernandez did just enough to knock Spengler off his stride. Tormenta now will maintain possession, looking to double their lead before the break. Curry now in acres of space. Left-footed cross hits the back of Leo Fowler and out for a corner for the home team. Their first one of the evening. Let's look at Leo Fowler in his second spell with the Chattanooga Rebels after some time in Tulsa and with NOCO the last couple of seasons. Again, no Jake Dengler tonight. Callum Stretch, though, a tall body. See number 6 there. Nick Akoto not short either. Connor Doyle will take this one. There's the delivery from Doyle. It's a good front post one, bounces all the way through. That one could have gone absolutely anywhere. In the end, Mayel Malongo just hoofs it downfield all the way through to Ford Parker. Sure what that was from Mason Tunbridge. Whatever it was, it results in a throw-in for the visitors. Lombardi wants it taken from the right spot. Hernandez is fouled. For Declan Waters, not for the first time tonight to stride forward, but his touch lets him down. Humid there tonight in Chattanooga. Temperature is only 72 degrees, but humidity around the 80% mark. See some of these guys running out of gas a little bit here as the half ends, perhaps. And that's a lovely ball through for Vivas. Vivas now. Fowler comes over to pay him some attention. Vivas with the cross. Just too far in front of Jackson Curry, though. Thought perhaps Vivas should have taken a crack at it. Decided to be unselfish, but his pass wasn't quite accurate enough. Here's another look at it here. What a lovely ball through that was. Vivas looked up, looked to his left, saw Corey. His ball's had a little too much pace on it. Vivas spent last season in Primera B Metropolitana in Argentina. He was tied for the Golden Boot League with 13 goals. Tormenta here for the last 10 minutes or so. Still just the 2 shots on goal. 30 seconds left here in the first 45 from Statesboro. Checks on Corey now, double teamed. Steedman. 9 shots total for Tormenta. Only 7 touches in the opponent's box for Chattanooga. That ball's given away by Coda, but recovered by Spengler beautifully. It's an easy header for Fowler. Waters. Well, 2 minutes of stoppage time here at the end of the first half. Malongo's touch lets him down. It was a lovely ball from Waters. A frustrating first half for Mayan Malongo, the 27-year-old. Former Salem State, UMass Lowell Revs 2-man. He started 6 of the first 7 games last year for Chattanooga, but then only 6 starts the rest of the way. Now a chance here perhaps for Tormenta. Spengler picks up the second ball. He's got Curry out wide. We've seen what Curry can do here. The ball just outruns him a little bit. Looking for Vivas. That's a lovely ball in. Vivas with the header. Anywhere else on target, and that would likely have gone in. Instead, it was right into the hands of TJ Bush. There's your 3rd shot on goal. Lovely ball by Curry. Vivas just floated into space between the defenders, and he really perhaps should have done better. He was leaning back slightly. That was perhaps the difference between making it 2-0 and it remaining 1-0. Malongo off the back of his head. Kodo once again in the right place. Here he comes, Kodo. He's out of play for a Tormenta throw. 40 seconds remaining here in the first half from Statesboro. You see Jamal Roberts sweating it up. And that's a man who played his college soccer in Florida. Both Stetson. Sorry, when it started at. Sorry, he played his college at Marshall. He does get humid there as well. Also spent last year in Australia playing for Peninsula Power. Here's Curry. With the right foot, smashes it. Off the back of Leo Fowler and out for a corner. Will we have time for it? No, we won't. As referee Amin Hadzic blows his whistle. And our score at the break will be South Georgia Tormenta 1, Chattanooga Red Wolves 0. Thanks to that man, the Argentine Sebastian Vivas, with his 3rd USL League One goal of the season. The assist from our player to watch tonight for Tormenta, Aaron Lombardi, back in the lineup against his former team. Well, stick around at halftime here. We'll be back with news and notes, highlights and stats from the first half here. That man's excited. Tormenta up 1-0 at the break. See you back here soon for all the halftime fun and games from Statesboro.
The Clubhouse in Statesboro, Southeast Georgia's best place to play. The Clubhouse in Statesboro, where fun is done.
Do you still know how to fix one of these things?
Bullock man.
I'm building a team. Are you in?
I think Blue Lightning will want to come too.
You guys looking for real speed?
Hey, smart board, when you're done fixing that, Bullet County needs your help.
I need to try it first.
The Clubhouse in Statesboro, Southeast Georgia's best place to play. The Clubhouse in Statesboro, where fun is done.
Optum Health System's commitment to you has not changed. Unmatched safety and compassionate care. Others may talk about the new normal, but at Optum Health System, we've always provided high-quality, personalized care safely. If you have recently delayed your care, we want to reassure you we are prepared to care for you. Our absolute commitment to safe, high-quality, personalized care is stronger than ever. We welcome you back to Optum Health System.
Welcome back to Statesboro here. Tormenta with a 1-0 lead over the Chattanooga Rebels thanks to a 9th-minute goal by Sebastian Vivas. We had 2 League One games last night to get us kicked off this week. First one was the Charlotte Independents hosting Union Omaha. It was the Independents who would get off to the early start. Juan Obregon with a first half goal that would give the Independents a 1-0 lead at the break at home, but Omaha came back emphatically. Pedro Dolabella, he would make it 1-1 in the 54th. And then Misael Rodriguez, what an assist that was from Dolabella. Excuse me, from Kunga through the legs. It will be Dolabella with the assist on the next one. Misael Rodriguez will make it 3-1. And then Lagos Kunga would finish things off, number 70, with number 4 on the night for Omaha as they continue their red-hot run in USL League One with a 4-1 road win at Charlotte. And the game last night was the late contest. Central Valley Fuego looking to get their season going. They continue to struggle. Knoxville, the visitors here, and things would start early for Knoxville. Angelo Kelly Rosales with this ridiculous goal. Excuse me, the ridiculous assist to lead to the goal. Kelly Rosales continuing his great season, and then Tequila Kempis, we'll just call him Kempis as his jersey says, he would make it 2-0 Knoxville. And Central Valley Fuego continue to struggle, only 3 points through 7 games. Knoxville up to 3rd with that victory. We'll stick around. We'll be right back with first half highlights, stats, news and notes from around League One. And we'll get back to the second half here. 1-0 Tormenta at the break.
You'll get it done.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Traeger up over the top. Tristan Traeger. It's in.
Opportunity here. The hits and a goal.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
They're hungry for the women's game. They want to see women's soccer. They want to play women's soccer, and that's what we're building at the USL.
Looks great. Oh.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Hi, I'm Michelle Smith-Lang from Kids World Learning Center here in Statesboro, Georgia. Let us take care of all of your child care needs here at Kids World Learning Center, from your infants all the way to your after-schoolers. We also have a summer camp and holiday camp for those older children. And we have our brand new bus for our field trips, for the children to have fun and to learn and to explore new things all around our beautiful county. Thank you for trusting us with your most prized possessions.
Welcome back to halftime here in Statesboro. Tormenta with a 1-0 lead over the visiting Chattanooga Red Wolves at the break. Some bouncing going on there. Look at the size of that soccer ball. DJ Bush would have no trouble stopping that one. Let's take a look at your news and notes from around League One. Lamar Hunt Open Cup. Some great USL Championship stories. Unfortunately, all USL League One teams are out at this point. There's some news right before it. This weekend, AV Alta FC from Antelope Valley in California. They'll join USL League One next season. We'll play in Lancaster, California. And exciting news on the broadcast side of things for Madison. We'll play Tormenta on ESPN2 in 3 weeks. That's exciting stuff there. Let's take a look at our scores and schedules tonight. Richmond 0-0 still with Greenville at about the hour mark there. And then tomorrow night we have Spokane hosting Forward Madison, two of the better teams in League One so far this season for sure. Let's take a look at some Jägermeister Cup highlights from last weekend. We'll resume the third round next weekend, but round 2 saw tons of goals.
Flipped off of it. Back towards Yamazaki. Slices through traffic. Yamazaki strike. Oh, Yamazaki! Drop dead gorgeous. And it's 5-1 Northern Colorado.
Ruiz. Headed. Bicycle. Oh, punched away. Great save by Shallow.
A great goal and a great save from round 2, but let's look forward to round 3 coming up next weekend, as well as the Wednesday, May 29th. Omaha will play a midweek game hosting Central Valley, Madison hosting Knoxville, Red Bulls will host Lexington, Tormenta hosting Richmond, Hailstorm hosting Independence after scoring 5 goals in the previous round, NOCO, and then Spokane hosting Greenville, a long trip for the men from South Carolina. Well, stick around. We're almost ready to kick off in the second half, but we'll take a look at highlights and stats from the first half when we come back from this break.
Are you suffering from hip or knee pain? Don't let the pain hold you back. The region's most experienced robotic joint replacement team at Optum Health System offers an individually tailored approach that is more precise and creates smaller incisions. For you, that can mean a faster recovery with less pain. Your comeback starts here. Call today to find out if robotic-assisted joint replacement is right for you.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, will be to save Bullock County from slow internet. To do so, you must recruit an exceptional tech team. They must be fast, reliable, and absolutely fearless. Time is of the essence. Bullock's internet is dependent on your success.
I need to try it first.
At Savannah Hilton Head International, you can choose from 11 different airlines, including Southwest Airlines, Breeze Airways, and Avelo Airlines. With up to 70 daily nonstop departures and over 30 nonstop destinations, Savannah Hilton Head International gives you more choices for a travel plan that fits your needs. Savannah Hilton Head International. Visit flysav.com.
The Clubhouse in Statesboro, Southeast Georgia's best place to play. The Clubhouse in Statesboro, where fun is done.
Halftime here in Statesboro. Ross Davenport with you. 1-0 lead for Tormenta. Goal by Sebastian Vivas. Let's take a look at that goal, as well as some of the other highlights from the first 45 minutes here in this rematch of the 2022 League One Championship. Get things started early. Rebels didn't have as many chances as Tormenta, but they did have some quality ones. This one, Real Malongo, denied by the advancing forward Parker. This one was Pedro Hernandez from the right wing, looking for Stefan Lukic, just couldn't get his head on top of it. And here is the first goal, the only goal so far in this match. A lovely little run by Aaron Lombardi as Tormenta got caught a little napping here, and Vivas with the right-footed, side-footed first-time finish. Quality finish by the Argentine. Caught TJ Bush leaning a little bit, perhaps, beats him inside his near post. And that's the difference so far in this one. Let's take a look at your first half stats. 11 shots for Tormenta, only 3 on target though. Chattanooga with just the 1 shot on target. Trying to get things going here in the second half. Obviously missing their star striker, Ro Papa-Mensah, tonight. Time here for Scott McKenzie to perhaps tinker with things a little bit. Doesn't have a whole lot of options on the bench though, as we mentioned. Dealing with a ton of injuries, Siobhan Marsh, Stefan Svanovic. The offensive options on the bench. You hear Paez, a couple of academy guys along with them on the bench. That's been good when scoring first this season. 2 wins, no draws, no losses when leading at the break in League One. They're unbeaten in their last 4 USL League One matches when leading at halftime. The last loss was September last season against NOCO. There is your goal scorer, Sebastian Vivas, is at the break. Don't see any immediately. Still nothing in Richmond between the Kickers and the Triumph. And we're underway here in the second 45 minutes from Statesboro. Ross Davenport here with you. 1-0 lead for Tormenta at the moment, but plenty of time for that to change. Connor Doyle is going to come back for a foul here. Perhaps let me go out for a throw. I need to see exactly what the decision was. It will be a throw for Chattanooga, but they did not keep it in play. Chance here for Chattanooga. Ruiz on the left side now. First half on the right side. Can play both sides. That's kind of a lot of these Chattanooga players. Red Bulls here. Possession in the final third. Looking to create something. Paulo Hernandez. He'll try to swing it wide, and it will reach his namesake Pedro Hernandez. Just before Jackson Curry could intercept. Curry had some good looks from that left channel in the first half. Curry with 2 shots. Sebastian Vivas with 5 in that first half. Almost half of their first half shots. They had 11. 2 of them were on target. To try to play their way out of trouble here. And we'll do so. Steedman. Coda. Davis's touch lets him down. That's a lovely little flick. Callum Stretch. Didn't have to stretch much for that one. He's a tall man. Spengler now. He had his moments in the first half. Here's Curry. Looking for the run of Vivas in the end. Finds Gustavo Fernandez. Now a chance for Chattanooga to break. See Ian Cameron imploring his guys to get behind the ball. Chattanooga with numbers here. Oh, Preston Kilwine almost put it into his own net. Wasn't under a ton of pressure. It was a good thing forward Parker was on his toes. Let's take another look at it here. It was a teasing ball in from Ruiz. Just a complete mishit by Kilwine. That could have gone absolutely anywhere. Leaving the back of the net. So Chattanooga is the beneficiaries of an own goal. Last weekend against Richmond. A deserved one thanks to the pressure put on by Stefan Lukic. Almost got another gift there. Get on stretch now. Tunbridge. Vivas. Hooks it ahead. So nobody in Jamil Roberts will track it down. Last time I did the Chattanooga game, we talked to Scott McKenzie about his defensive problems, especially on the set pieces. Get to that in a second. So here's Malongo looking to take on Lombardi. Malongo with the shot. Perhaps got slowed down by Lombardi's leg into the arms of Ford Parker. So they let in a ton of corners in a US Open Cup game. And Scott McKenzie said they made some slight adjustments, some different players in different roles, different responsibilities. They've also, he said, given away less corners, which obviously helps things. Spengler. Steedman now. For the final third. Turn around and slow things down. Go back to blonde coiffed Lombardi. Work from Lombardi again under pressure. Back to Kilwine. He'll go the direct route. Was looking for Curry, but he'll fold the feet of Vivas. Nods it back to Curry. He's onside. Oh, maybe not. Looked like he was onside initially. Assistant referee disagreed. Mentioned Jägermeister Cup kicking off again next weekend. Saturday, May 25th. Chattanooga will host Lexington. Tormenta will host the Richmond Kickers. Tons of space here is Ricky Ruiz. Lombardi tracks back well. Ruiz waiting for the run of Malongo. Finds it. Malongo now with a chance for a quality cross, and it is a decent one. Nodded away. Waters. Shot by Hernandez. Fizzes wide. He'll get the corner this time as Connor Doyle with a key block to redirect that Omar Hernandez shot wide. A lovely little touch off the chest. Left-footed effort. He will take the corner, Omar Hernandez. A man from Dalton, Georgia, the home of the Dalton Red Wolves, who he played for. Also played for Wake Forest. He swings this one in left-footed, far post. And Declan Waters, I think, is not going to get away with the shove on that one. A little help in the back. The Tormenta man in front of him. More space here for Omar Hernandez. The left foot is deflected. Right into the arms again of Ford Parker. He's had a few of those tonight. Just found his gut with the shot deflected or not. Omar Hernandez, he was a very good player in high school, National Player of the Year, two-time Georgia Player of the Year, 70 appearances for Wake Forest. Obviously one of the better soccer programs in the nation. Came into this game tonight leading the team with 5 chances created despite playing limited minutes. Stefan Lukic now. Chased back by his opposite number. That's a quality tackle by Aaron Lombardi. And he will earn himself a throw as it apparently came off Lukic. Let's see if we can see the touch here. Not sure if it did clip Lukic's shin. Hard to tell from that angle, though. Good work by our cameramen tonight. That wasn't the best throw-in by Aaron Lombardi. Rolled right in front of Scott McKenzie. Looked like he wanted to just put it back into play himself. Instead, all the way back to TJ Bush. Bush hasn't had a ton to do tonight. Only 3 shots on goal for Tormenta. Perhaps there might be a 4th. Jackson Curry now streaking to the left side of the box. He's got help inside with Vivas. Just too far in front of him. Couldn't get his toe on it. All it needed was a toe, and it would have been 2-0. Can't leave Jackson Curry with this much space. Just bounced an extra bounce in front of Vivas. We're not going to have our first substitution of the evening, and it will be Pedro Fonseca. Been dealing with an injury of late. We weren't sure if we were going to see him tonight. An early substitution here in the second half for Ian Cameron. Clearly seeing something he doesn't like. I don't think there was an injury. Now a turnover here. Steedman. He's going to take it himself. Steedman off the post and then off the head of TJ Bush. Daniel Steedman with a rasping effort. Had 2 chances at going in. Somehow it didn't, and it remains 1-0 here. Substitution for Tormenta was for Jackson Curry. We'll get to that in a second. Here's Chattanooga now. Left-footed effort, well wide of forward Parker's left-hand post. Let's take another look at that chance for Steedman. He looked up, took the 1 extra touch, fizzed this one off the bar, I think off the shoulder, we'll say, of TJ Bush. Just thankful to see it not go off his back and potentially in the goal. We've seen those happen before. 2 unfortunate goalkeepers. So let's mention that substitution. Pedro Fonseca in for Jackson Curry. We heard Ian Cameron on the hot mic. He's a little upset at Jackson Curry in that first half for not taking advantage of his chances. That was perhaps one there where the ball was just a little too, he's just been a little off tonight in the final third, but now a chance here for Tormenta. Ball's crossed back, Fonseca lays it off. This time it was Spengler looking for the yellow card, no call. Says referee Hadzis, he was in the right position. Tumbers now with a cross in, right into the grateful arms of TJ Bush. So Fonseca in for Curry. Pedro Fonseca came into this game leading Tormenta in League One shots with 13. Brazilian, 26 years old. Fluminense Youth, spent some time as well with Espanyol. That's lovely from Malongo. Slipped through Lukic. Lukic 20 yards out now, looking for the left-footed strike. Good defensive work by Preston Kilwine though. Ricky Ruiz now with a right-footed cross. Over the head of Lukic and hooked away by Nick Hakoto. Just like the first half started in frantic fashion, the second half is doing the same. And now it looks like we may have another substitution, and it will be the response from Scott McKenzie, and it will be the speedy Siobhan Marsh.
Entering the match is number 11, Siobhan Marsh. Leaving the match is number 6, Leopoldo Hernandez.
He will replace Polo Hernandez. Siobhan Marsh, certainly a different style of player to Polo Hernandez. Marsh, a 30-year-old Jamaican. Played in Finland, El Salvador, Costa Rica. Started the last League One game, so nearly a month ago. This ball inside. It's going to come away to Fonseca, and he'll bring it away. Marsh had a good season last year. Sporadic minutes here in 2024 to date. 5 caps for Jamaica, for them back in 2018. There's Ian Cameron. That tactical change. Curry out, Fonseca in, an interesting one. As early as it did happen here in the second half. Ian Cameron perhaps feeling that Curry should have done more in his 52 minutes on the field with the chances he had. As Marsh goes wide here. Ruiz. Spins it out wide. Jamil Roberts, he'll go all the way back to Waters. Now back inside to Omar Hernandez. Siobhan Marsh. Malongo. Lukic allowed to turn. Finds Malongo. That's a brave challenge from Aaron Lombardi, continuing to show his quality on the defensive side of things. Siobhan Marsh getting involved here right off the bench. This one was Lukic to Malongo. It was the original pass from Marsh. And earns himself a corner. Got some shenanigans going on in the box, it seems. Oh, we got balls on the field. Sorry, ball boy. Doing his job too well there. We got a late goal in Richmond. We'll get to that in a second. This one's headed up in the air. This is dangerous. Lombardi again, right place at the right time. Conor Doyle will look to get it away. Finds Vivas under pressure from Pedro Hernandez, and that'll be a foul. He goes back to his right back spot. Greenville have taken an 86th minute lead at Richmond as they look to keep pace with the likes of Union Omaha at the top of the USL League One standings. Knoxville also up there. Greenville would actually have a 3-point lead over Omaha if things were to finish as they are right now, but Omaha have 3 games in hand. So Siobhan Marsh going to play almost as center forward now, with Malongo going a little further out wide to the right. Here's Lombardi, Spengler. Lombardi now. Gets the 1-2, but touch lets him down with the left foot. It's good physical work by Spengler, though. Shrugs off Malongo. Fonseca now. Swings it all the way to the other side of the pitch. Somebody's there, and it is Nick Akoto. Akoto now to the edge of the box. Right foot cross is a good one, and it goes in. I don't think Spengler got a touch. He may claim it. If it is, that's his first professional goal. Ajmir Spengler makes it 2-0. The rookie out of the University of South Florida doubles Tormenta's lead. Nick Akoto swung the ball in. We'll take another look at it here. Akoto again with space on the right-hand side. This cross had a good bit of pace on it. Spengler certainly going to claim the goal. Did he get a touch with his left foot, perhaps? Let's see if you can see from this angle. Or he got a touch with something. He's certainly claiming it. Nick Akoto wasn't complaining. Either way, it's 2-0 Tormenta. Spengler mentioned his first professional goal to add to his 4 assists in all competitions this year. Nick Akoto, his 2nd League One assist. He had a ton of possession on that right side in the first half. Didn't make enough of it. Did on that occasion. Tormenta now with a 2-0 lead, and Chattanooga in a hole on the road here. Tormenta continue to dominate this series. Guess who with the goal for the triumph? Liam McKinnon once again. That one almost over in Richmond as the pink smoke hangs in the air here. Tormenta seeking a 3rd. That's a nasty challenge from Declan Waters. That will be a yellow card, our first yellow card of the evening, and what has been a good contest in that regard. Not too much nonsense. So Declan Waters in referee Amin Hadzic's book. It's his 2nd yellow card of the season, a late challenge here. Yeah, just clipped the right leg of Pedro Fonseca. No need for that. Declan Waters, the man from Ireland. Just his 2nd League One start. 2018 College Cup finalist with Akron. Spent some time playing in Sweden. 6'5". And Cameron wants his team to continue to play with pace here.
Third minute of play, we have 3 substitutions for Tormenta FC.
Tormenta are going to make 3 subs at once.
Entering the match, number 3, Josh Ramos.
Dalmeida, Ramos.
23, Preston Kilwine. Substitution number 2, entering the match, number 19, Tavio Dalmeida. Leaving the match, number 8, Daniel Steedman.
Steedman will make way for Dalmeida.
Substitution, entering the match, number 7, Niall Watson. Leaving the match, number 16, Mason Tunbridge.
Niall Watson will replace Tunbridge. So Ramos for Kilwine, just a straight up backline substitution. Dalmeida into the midfield. Along with that man, Niall Watson. Three-man change for Ian Cameron to get some fresh legs on here for the last half an hour. Try to hold on to this 2-0 lead. So Ramos will go out to left back. See if we can keep an eye on any other tactical changes. As Fola under pressure from Vivas. Vivas now wins the battle, lays it off. It's 3-0. He's only on the pitch for a matter of seconds. Niall Watson. His 3rd goal of the season, but it was Sebastian Vivas who has to be given the majority of credit for that one. He put Leo Fola under a ton of pressure, dispossessed him, and then that was a lovely assist when he could have gone on his own, and a quality finish from the Englishman. Ian Cameron's substitutions make an immediate impact as Niall Watson makes it 3-0 here for the home side and perhaps puts this one away.
With an assist from number 9, Sebastian Vivas.
Well, the last US Open Cup game I did, Tampa Bay Rowdies had a 4-0 lead over Birmingham with 10 minutes to play. They came back to tie it 4-4. So I've seen crazier things this year. Here is Niall Watson, came over from Southport. His dad Liam is the club director, had 96 appearances for their lower league side.
Is another $100 to the Statesboro Food Bank.
Here's Vivas again, full of legs still in this contest, even though he started the game. 27-year-old Argentine. Fonseca. This one's just hooked away by Omar Hernandez. Chattanooga just looking to hang on here. Also looking to hang on Greenville there in stoppage time with a 1-0 lead over Richmond. Tormenta playing with confidence now. Here's Ramos. Swings it out wide. Fonseca back to his right foot. Looking for the low cross. Came off Pedro Hernandez, but then off Fonseca. And out for a goal kick. USL Championship is on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network at ESPN+. Go to USLChampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. Of course, Forward Madison and these South Georgia Tormenta boys will be on ESPN2 next month. This is an awesome opportunity for League One. I remember being at the first ever ESPN2 game when Omaha tied Greenville a few years ago. Tormenta seem to be missing the influential centre back Jake Dengler tonight. We only have time to go over all of those substitutions made by Ian Cameron right before the goal. You mentioned Niall Watson. He came on for Mason Tunbridge. Joshua Ramos now on for Aaron Lombardi. Straight swap there at left back. And then Tavio Dalmeida, the man from Ivory Coast, on for Daniel Steedman. Long ball there looking for Malongo. Here's Dalmeida now. Spent some time with Cardiff City U21s in Wales. Had one appearance for the senior side there in the 2021 League Cup. He was the first off-season signing of many this winter for Tormenta. Nice little shimmy there from Kilwine. Ramos now. Fonseca. Caught from behind by Leon Fola, who was perhaps at fault for that third goal, as Omar Hernandez signaling for a substitution. It is going to happen. Stefan Svetanovic, as well as Yahir Paez. So Svetanovic comes in for his Serbian countryman, Lukic. Paez will come in for Omar Hernandez, who is signaling for that substitution. Yahir Paez, 20-year-old, former Dalton Red Wolves, Chattanooga Academy. First Red Wolves Academy player to start in a first-team match. It was against NCFC last October. First to sign a pro deal. Have to expect here Jamil Roberts may move over to right back. Paez, more of a left back. We restart here with just over 20 minutes remaining in this one. Tormenta 3, Chattanooga 0. They had the 1-0 lead at the break. Turn that into 3 now. The goals from Ajmer Spengler, his first as a pro. Followed by Niall Watson, his third in League One this season, as Nick Akoto, who had the assist on that Spengler goal, is taken down by the corner flag. Let's take another look at it here. Ooh, that's a crunching challenge from Jamil Roberts. Could certainly have found himself in the book for that piece of nonsense. It will be a free kick here, deep in the far corner. You can see Ian Cameron reminding his team that he only has one substitution left. Ajmer Spengler to take this free kick. It's a good delivery. A lot of contact in the box there between Declan Waters and the Tormenta player. It's good work once again from Sebastian Vivas. He's hustled for all of these 70 minutes tonight. Rewarded with a goal and an assist for the Argentine in this one. And it's a final in Richmond. Greenville take the 1-0 victory on the road at City Stadium. Svetanovic is offside. There'll be a free kick here for a late challenge. Chance here for Svetanovic. Shot is blocked by Kilwine. Shout out to the Red Wolves fans watching at the watch party tonight at Jonathan's Grill. Some great deals there tonight. 2-for-1 wine and beer, half off appetizers. The Red Wolves swag bag raffle in the next home game for Chattanooga. We mentioned it earlier. Next Saturday in the Jägermeister Cup versus Lexington. The red, white, and bruised night in Chattanooga. $22, you get a general admission ticket and 2 seltzers. What a deal. It's a shove from behind by Siobhan Marsh. Didn't seem to affect Almeida much, and he just continued on. Ramos gave away a penalty against Greenville last week. He wants another one, does this man? He's not going to get it this time. Niall Watson. They can hold on to this win. Tormenta will move up to 4th in the USL League One standings with 10 points from 8 games. Be tied with Greenville for the most games played so far in USL League One. Chattanooga and NOCO with 4 each at the moment, including this one. Hernandez. Ruiz. It's a lovely left-footed delivery. On the end of it, as you hear Paez, but he just can't get it out from under his feet. What a ball in that was from Ricky Ruiz. Yeah, Paez looking for his first goal. Almost had it there. His first touch just got caught between his knees. Callum stretched it just enough to get in the way and avoid his team ruining the clean sheet for that man. Forward Parker looking for his second clean sheet of the season. Good work from Paez. Ruiz now. That's a shove from behind by Spengler. It takes some vital seconds off the clock, slows down any momentum. An impressive night from the youngster. His first professional goal on the hour mark. The Nick Akoto assist. Siobhan Marsh dispossesses Niall Watson. Svetanovic hustling after it. Now Spengler with some space. Pedro Hernandez looking to return the favor with the back shove. And now a chance here for Vivas to make it 2, and it is on 2 on him for tonight and 4 for Tormenta. The brace for the Argentine. Tormenta running away with this one in the second half. Spengler once again involved. See Niall Watson giving his young teammate the credit for that one. Tormenta really piling it on here in the second half. Here's Spengler with the little chip. Over to Vivas with the patience and the quality finish on the volley. 2 goals and an assist now tonight for Sebastian Vivas. Certainly a candidate for Player of the Week.
With an assist from 21, Ajmer Spengler. With that goal goes another $100 to the Statesboro Food Bank.
Frustrating night for Chattanooga continues.
We have 1 substitution for Tormenta FC. Entering the match, number
Tormenta have only had 4 shots on target in the second half, and 3 of them have gone in. Vivas now with 4 goals on the season. See Ian Cameron wants that second clean sheet for Ford Parker. It might be even 5 here. It's a good tackle by Pedro Hernandez, though. Denying Pedro Campos, who is now on the pitch. Man from Chile. Here's Niall Watson again, and that one's deflected into the side netting. Vivas was on the far post, wanting the hat-trick. An impact these substitutes have had. We're up 2-0. Changes were made. The Watson goal came just moments after those changes, and there's your substitution. As Ajmer Spengler makes way. Last time Tormenta scored 4 goals. The last meeting between these two sides, a 4-4 draw in late August of last year. Tormenta have scored 5 in the match. I do remember that 5-5 draw with Greenville a couple of years ago. Corner for South Georgia. Swung in right footed. Oh! Nick Akoto. Not sure how he didn't put that one on the back of the net. It was almost harder to miss than it was to score. It's a ghost town in the 6-yard box around Nick Akoto. Claims it for handball. Not given, though. Connor Doyle. All-time leader in USL League One appearances, including the playoffs. Tormenta fans enjoying themselves tonight, seeing their team score 4 goals. Looking for a 5th. So just trying to reach Campos. Now a chance for Siobhan Marsh to break. But Dalmeida wisely takes him down and will certainly get a yellow card for that professional foul.
In the 78th minute of play, yellow card issued to Tormenta FC number 19, Tavio Dalmeida.
Dalmeida was never going to beat Marsh to that ball. That's one of those yellow cards you'll take all day, every day to slow down that counter attack. Dalmeida's 4th yellow card of the season. Minutes remaining in this contest from Statesboro, Georgia. Russ Davenport with you. If you're just joining us, it was 1-0 Tormenta at the break. They blew things up around the hour mark. They blew this game wide open. Spengler with a goal in the 60th. Watson in the 64th. And then Vivas with his 2nd in the 75th. 15 minutes, 3 goals. That'll likely do it for this one. Ford Parker wants that clean sheet though, under pressure here. Any other clean sheet this season. It's that 3-0 victory over Lexington back in early April. Ricky Ruiz throwing his weight around. This is the one concern you have when the scoreline's getting a little out of hand, is the losing team reacts. Fonseca now. Fowler wins the battle but loses the wars. It's going to be a free kick. Not sure if it was for the contact. There was perhaps a handball in there. eFootball 2024 is here. Your dream, rep your team, live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now. Fonseca. Spent some time in the championship with Real Monarchs. Swings this one in right foot and over everybody. And out for a goal kick as we approach 10 minutes remaining in this one. The injury depleted Chattanooga Red Wolves continue to look for answers this season. This is only their 4th League One match. They'll now have 2 losses in those 4 matches. Four points in 4, 1 point a game. Not ideal, but not terrible either. From Tormenta again, Fonseca. Here Paez now, looking for Siobhan Marsh. Kilwine there to intercept. This one will go all the way back to Ford Parker. Obviously, Jägermeister Cup up next for the Red Wolves against Lexington. And things do not get any easier when it comes to League One play for the Red Wolves. They will visit the Triumph on Sunday, June 2nd, and then have a short turnaround. We'll host Union Omaha, we'll host Forward Madison, and then visit Charlotte. So it doesn't get any easier for Scott McKenzie's men over the next month or so. Points will be hard to come by. Svetanovic is dispossessed by Connor Doyle, Dalmeida. Akoda, a great night the right back has had, with the assist on the Spengler goal. Campos, Ricky Ruiz, with one of the more obvious fouls you'll ever see. Campos making a bit of a meal of it. Ricky Ruiz said, none of that. just helped him on his way down, sir. to simmer down here a little bit. Known for his fiery play. No card on that one, astonishingly. Perhaps referee has it with a bit of mercy as that stinging shot from Fonseca was knocked down well by TJ Bush. Bush really didn't have much of a chance on any of the goals tonight. He was the hero last weekend against Richmond, but not tonight. 4 quality goals by Tormenta. It's a bit risky there by Kilwine as it's turned over. This shot fizzes wide, pressed before Parker's left-hand post. That was from Declan Waters. Another look at it here. He was always moving away from Ford Parker's post. Well struck ball by Waters. See Ian Cameron reminding his team they got to win that second ball. I did mention Kilwine had been substituted earlier. It was Lombardi that made way. Ian Cameron sporting the beard growth now. To ask him next time I talk to him if that's a thing. Fonseca now, out wide to Watson.
Someone's going to arrive in this pocket. Someone's going to arrive in here.
Hopefully Scott McKenzie gets good news about his injured striker, Ropapa Mensah. Regarding that knee injury sustained last week when Ryan Shello clattered into him. Campos now, back to Vivas. This one all the way back to Ford Parker. 4 saves tonight for Parker. It's Waters now, sliding it through. Marsh with his back to goal with a strike. Deflected in front, or blocked in front, I should say. Ruiz now. It's a crunching challenge from Campos. Now back to Ruiz. He's looking for Malongo. Just didn't quite anticipate that one well enough.
Occupy the spaces underneath. Dial Pedro, occupy the middle spaces.
5 minutes remaining here in Statesboro. Tormenta looking to put this one away with a 4-0 lead over the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Malongo, that's a lovely move. Malongo with the pull back. Waters was there. Falls to Javon Marsh with the left foot. That kind of sums up the night for Chattanooga. Marsh in a good position. Quality of the shot just not good enough. Spengler with his second League One assist of the season, now tied with 13 others with 2 assists on the year. Don't forget, tomorrow night in Spokane, we'll host Forward Madison. Early game on the West Coast, 6 p.m. Eastern. Those 2 teams above the playoff, well above the playoff line at the moment. Vivas is offside. No hat trick for him yet. Cameron continuing to implore his team to get behind the ball. He doesn't want to lose that clean sheet. Spokane come into tomorrow's game with 10 points. They've been looking to tie Omaha and Knoxville on 13, and now perhaps a chance for Chattanooga. Another one goes begging though. For Madison, just 1 point behind Spokane coming into tomorrow's game. One game in hand. They haven't lost in the last 5 League One games. Spokane with just 1 loss in their last 5, so that should be an entertaining game tomorrow. Jamil Roberts with that chance at the end there. Drum corps doing solid work tonight. And another yellow card for Tormenta. Quite see who that one was for. Let you know in a second.
In the 88th minute, yellow card issued to Tormenta FC, number 6, Callum Stretch.
There's Callum Stretch. That's his first of the season for the big center back. Solid job tonight. At the back, partnership with Preston Kilwine. With no Jake Dengler tonight. And 2 minutes remaining here from Statesboro. Rebels looking to ruin the clean sheet for the home team. This ball's crossed in, headed by Kilwine. Will be claimed by Ford Parker. Take a few more seconds off the clock here. Parker goes deep, flicked on by Vivas. Not much time for Vivas to claim that hat trick. Marsh now. Certainly been impressive since he's come on, Siobhan Marsh. Been active around the ball. Ruiz. Switch sides, Jamil Roberts. Taking off his toes. Nia Watson. He'll look for Vivas. Looking for the hat trick. He's got support inside from Fonseca and Campos. Looks for Campos. Headed away though. Here is Campos now with it. With the hockey number. Finds Ramos. Joshua Ramos. Taking into the corner with a 4-0 lead. Ramos into the box. Finds Fonseca. Campos with it. Slips it through. Fonseca! Oh, how did he miss that? Oh, he got deflected. Look like that ball was heading towards the far post. Take another look at it here. Campos with the lovely little slip through the legs of Leo Fola. Looks like it came off Gustavo Fernandez. He wants the handball. Does Fonseca. What a pass that was by Campos. Nutmeg Leo Fola. Tormenta will go short. Connor Doyle. Offside. Pedro Campos, the Chilean. 23 years old, his first season with South Georgia. We will have 2 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this one. Campos' second appearance of the season, had 12 minutes off the bench against Madison in the League One opener. Preston's coming on though, certainly trying to earn more minutes. He's again on the ball. Oh, lovely stuff from Campos. Vivas was offside, yes he was, coming back from an offside position. Let me do it here from Statesboro. The referee has it, checks his watch. Likely just let this one be put back into play and then finish things off here. And that won't even happen. Tormenta with an impressive 15-minute spell in the second half. 3 goals in that span from Ashmere Spengler, Niall Watson, and Sebastian Vivas with his second of the night. Tormenta eases here to a 4-0 victory over the Chattanooga Rebels to end a 5-game winless skid for Ian Cameron's men. Stick with us, we'll be right back with full-time stats and highlights from this one. It's Tormenta with a nice move up the table with 3 points here against the Chattanooga Rebels. This is your save of the match, presented by Vision Source. Ford Parker came out bravely to deny Mael Malongo. See you on the other side of this break with highlights and stats from this one. 4-0 Tormenta, your final.
Hi, I'm Michelle Smith-Lang from Kids World Learning Center here in Statesboro, Georgia. Let us take care of all of your child care needs here at Kids World Learning Center, from your infants all the way to your after-schoolers. We also have a summer camp and holiday camp for those older children. And we have our brand new bus for our field trips, for the children to have fun and to learn and to explore new things all around our beautiful county. Thank you for trusting us with your most prized possessions.
Optum Health System's commitment to you has not changed. Unmatched safety and compassionate care. Others may talk about the new normal, but at Optum Health System we've always provided high-quality, personalized care safely. If you have recently delayed your care, we want to reassure you we are prepared to care for you. Our absolute commitment to safe, high-quality, personalized care is stronger than ever. We welcome you back to Optum Health System.
I need to try it first.
Welcome back to Statesboro, Georgia. 2 goals and an assist from that man, Sebastian Vivas. Helped South Georgia Tormenta to a 4-0 victory over the Chattanooga Red Wolves tonight. Let's take a look how we got there. And open the scoring in the 9th minute. Our player to watch tonight, Aaron Lombardi, just ghosting right through the right side of that Chattanooga defense, is applying the cutback to Sebastian Vivas, and that's a quality finish to open the scoring. But it would be the only goal in the first half for Tormenta. Chattanooga were hanging around, had some decent chances of their own, but it would be 2-0 on the hour mark. Nick Akoto, a good night down that right side. His delivery here was good enough for Ashmere Spengler to find his first professional goal. The man out of USF would double the Tormenta lead on the hour. Not sure how much of that ball he got, Spengler, but it didn't matter. Found the back of the net past TJ Bush. Vivas again here putting Leo Fowler. There was some questions of a pull from both guys, but Vivas would slip it through to Niall Watson, and the first time finish inside the far post from the Englishman is a good one for his 3rd League One goal of the season. It's only 4 minutes after the Spengler goal. And then 11 minutes later, it was Spengler again, this time the provider. He chips it over to Vivas for the first time finish once again. TJ Bush could do nothing about any of the 4 goals from Tormenta. Red Wolves just didn't do enough in the final third. All night missing Ropapa Mensah big time. There's your man of the night, 2 goals and an assist for Sebastian Vivas as Tormenta move up to 4th in the League One table, get to double digits with 10 points through a league high 8 games. Well, thank you for joining us tonight for this one. An impressive effort from Ian Cameron's men as they end their winless skid in fine fashion, 4-0 with a victory over Chattanooga Red Wolves. Thanks for everybody behind the scenes tonight. Don't forget, game tomorrow in Spokane against Forward Madison. If not, we'll see you next weekend. Have a good night.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.